way back when I, worked in corporate America, worked in New York City for many years, and I never really liked being, in the employ of somebody else. And I didn't like to be being told when I had to be at work, when I could take vacation. So I sort of had that entrepreneurial spirit. And so I went to school and I learned electrolysis. So I thought, oh, it'd be a great thing. I could work for myself out of my home, work when I want, whenever I want. And so I've been doing that actually for the last 20, 25 years. So I've been sort of an entrepreneur, home-based business. And then 12 years ago, I got introduced to the company you and I, were involved with. And I really just loved the whole business model. So I did that for many years. And then, it wasn't the best, compensation plan. So my team sort of fell apart and nobody was really making any money. So I just have been sort of coasting for several years, maintaining my customers, and I still use all the products. I love the products, just I wasn't actively building a team. And then I ran into you, Joy, and within a week, I heard your story about Sophia, and a friend of mine also got turned on to CBD oil, and she was like, is in her 60s and not very limber. And after a month on CBD oil, she was able to touch her toes and kick her legs up. So within a couple of days hearing her story and your story, I said, all right, Joy, let's, you and I had reconnected a couple of months ago. Since, like you said, we live in the same town. So I said, let me, Joy, I want to try a bottle. So that's what got me started. I just really, for the health benefits is what I really got started for, with first. So right away after a week, I was sleeping like 5 and 6 hours at a stretch, which was huge for me. I usually was waking up every 2 hours, all through the night. So to sleep 5 hours straight is huge. And we all know that, sleeping is really the key to being healthy. So that was key for me. It's helped my digestion. This season, for the first time in probably 15, 20 years, I have not taken one allergy pill. And I really attribute that to the CBD oil and the hot yoga. I feel like rolling on my sinuses, but really I did that last year with the hot yoga and I still needed allergy medication. So this season I did not need one pill. So that was really impressive to me. And also I have been diagnosed with perimenopausal migraines, not huge, but enough to give, they wanted to give, I was on medication for several years. And I started to think, I want to wean myself off. I didn't want to be on this medication, a prescription drug. So I started weaning myself off before I got introduced to the CBD oil. And then right before I started the CBD, I just went kind of cold turkey with my medication. And since being on the CBD oil for 2 months, I have not had like a headache. I've not had, like one of those episodes. And that's got to be, obviously the only thing I did differently was being on the CBD oil. So those have been my main health benefits. So that really sold me. Well, obviously after the sleep happened the first week, I called you and I was like, all right, Joy, let's talk about, the business side of it. Since I knew, I've always followed you. I've always seen you be successful. You went on to another company after the one you got to the top of the company we were at. Then you went on to be at the top of another company. So, I knew you, I trusted you, and I knew if you were, going into this business, I was going to follow because I was not going to miss out. So my story in a nutshell.
I love it. And I just want to ask you quickly too, Tracy. Yeah. So, you do own a business, right? You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Why look at something like affiliate marketing? Why look at something where you could actually have a home-based business and create additional income? Tell us why you chose to do that.
Yeah, well, I've always just liked the whole network marketing model because we're cutting out all the middlemen. And they say about 60% of the markup is from the manufacturer to the warehouser to the wholesaler to the retailer to the advertiser. And the price goes up and up. And who has to pay for that? It's the end user, the consumer. So I always liked network marketing, the business model, because it cut out all the middlemen. And you can offer a really superior product using better ingredients at a very reasonable price, and then putting money back into the into the pockets of the people that are doing the advertising, who are doing talking about these products. So that's what I always just liked. I'm getting a better product at a better price, and also why not? I don't want to support Costco and CVS. So why not put some money back into other families' pockets And for me, my husband is retired. He got downsized and outsourced a couple years ago. So we're on a fixed income, have a kid in college, and prices are rising. Our property taxes are going through the roof. The school taxes are going through the roof. So my why is really, I want to help, finance my kids' college and also set aside, a nest egg, because I feel like we're so healthy. I think we're going to outlive our money. So I got to make some more money to help support, our lifestyle, and so I can stay in the house that I am in, so that's really, and I like just being my own boss. I don't like being told by anybody when I have to be anywhere, or, and what I have to do. Sort of rebellious that way. I like to be my own boss.
You know what, Tracy, thank you. That was really like what you said about outliving, the money that I think so many people, and I was just, reading up on, we are in that age bracket, where, and we happen to really take good care of ourselves. Obviously, we're looking into CBD oils. I got started for Sophia, but for me, it was preventative because I had thyroid cancer. And I want to make sure that I stay healthy. So I totally get it. And if you are watching this right now, whether it's the replay or whether it's the live, and you're on Tracy's page, or if you're connected to Tracy, I'm actually going to say to you, this, take a free tour of her back office. This is it right here. I'll stream it for you guys. And ask her about it. If you're not able to write it out, just say to her, Tracy, I want to take a tour. I want to see more about this. I will say to you that this CBD oil is one of 13 companies that has the U.S. Hemp Authority seal, and it actually is third-party tested and documented. It's very important when you buy CBD oils to make sure that it's third-party tested and documented. And if you ask Tracy or any of these other ladies on the call tonight, if you've been invited by them, ask them for their website, ask them for the documentation, because it is all available. The company has everything shown. There's nothing to hide. And that's one of the reasons why we got started with this oil. Right, Tracy?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Okay, thank you.
You're really you're a pro at this. I'd like you to run these on a Wednesday night one day.